Dear students, today we are going to study lesson 1 Nicobobinus. In this lesson, there are first two chapters taken from a novel called Nicobobinus, which is written by Terry Jones. As well as being a writer of books and poems, he is also a comedian, actor, director, and historian. This lesson is full of humor and adventures. Let us start the chapter. This is the story of the most extraordinary child who ever stuck his tongue out at the Prime Minister. His name was Nicobobinus. He lived a long time ago in a city called Venice, and he could do anything. Dear students, this is the story of a small boy called Nicobobinus who once stuck his tongue out at the Prime Minister, means who showed his tongue to the Prime Minister. He was very naughty boy. He lived in a city called Venice, which is situated in Italy, and he was able to do everything. Of course, not everybody knew he could do anything. In fact, only his best friend Rosie knew, and nobody took any notice of anything Rosie said because she was always having wild ideas anyway. No one knew his extraordinary powers except his best friend Rosie. And whenever Rosie said something about Nicobobinus, nobody believed her because she was always having some wild ideas, means some unusual ideas. One day, for example, Rosie said to Nicobobinus, "Let's pull up every single weed on your doorstep." Then one day Rosie said to Nicobobinus to pull up all the unwanted grass from the doorsteps. Weed means unwanted or wild plants or grass. "Let's not," said Nicobobinus, which is what Rosie thought he would say. "In that case," replied Rosie, "let's discover the land of dragons." "Don't be daft," said Nicobobinus. "How can we do that?" "Because you can do anything," said Rosie. But Nicobobinus refused to do this work of weeding the plants. And this is what Rosie thought he would answer. Then Rosie got another idea and advised Nicobobinus to go to discover the land of dragons. But again Nicobobinus denied and asked how could this be possible. Then Rosie said that it is possible for him because he can do anything. So the next morning, just as it was getting light, Rosie threw little pebbles up at the Nicobobinus shutters. Nicobobinus was still half asleep when he looked out. So the next early morning, Rosie got up and went to Nicobobinus' house, and she threw some pebbles, means some stones, at the shutters. Shutters means wooden window covers. She threw the pebbles to just wake him up. When he heard the sound of the pebbles, he got up and looked out, but he was still half asleep. "What's the matter, Rosie?" he asked. "Shh," whispered Rosie. "I've got the buns and the lemonade." "What for?" asked Nicobobinus. "Supplies for the road," whispered Rosie. "Where are we going?" asked Nicobobinus. "We are going to find the land of dragons," whispered Rosie. Don't you remember? Oh, I thought you might have forgotten about that, said Nicobobinus. No fear, said Rosie. It's one of the best ideas you've ever had. What about the wedding? Said Nicobobinus. Come on, said Rosie. Then Nicobobinus asked about the matter. She whispered. Whispered means she spoke slowly and softly that she had got some buns and laminate for the road. This is the supplies for the road. Nicobobinus again asked where they were going. Then Rosie reminded him about the land of dragons. Nicobobinus thought that Rosie might have forgotten about this. He reminded her about her first idea of wedding, but Rosie called him for the new adventure. So they set off through the early morning town. When they got to the end of the narrow street where they lived, they met a night watchman who said, "Where are you two going at this hour?" "We are going to look for the land of dragons," said Nicobobinus. The early morning, when they left the town and reached the end of the narrow street, they met a night watchman who asked them where they were going. The Nicobobinus told him that they were going to see the land of dragons. "You can't do that at this time of the morning," said the night watchman. But before he could grab them, Rosie and Nicobobinus were sprinting away as fast as they could. The night watchman tried to stop them, but before he could hold them, they both ran away as fast as they could. Sprinting means running very fast. Dear students, the remaining chapter will be continued in the next videos. Thank you.